can see by itself, it starts to going smaller and smaller and smaller, right?
Welcome to our channel, EM Upholstery Technology. Okay guys, now that we have our cover folded, the next step is the zipper right here. And the second section is this other zipper. And then the other side. And as for now, this is our lean back. We're gonna open the holes for the headrest. That's our lean back. So we're gonna do the loading of the cushion in the bottom. I'll do that in the next video, guys. If you have questions, please put it in the comments. Okay guys, now we're gonna proceed to do the loading of the bottom section. And this molding, it has a clip over here. Normally we use our pliers to squish it down so we can release this. There is a bolt under the lever. There is a zip tie right here. We just cut it off. We don't want to remove the whole molding. It's not necessary. We just want to open up like this. We're gonna remove the trimming. We still have trimming in this other side, just like this. Now the one in the molding side, when we remove it, it has some holes right there. those holes we're gonna transfer to the cover. So we're gonna line them up. And we're gonna mark where the holes are. Then we're gonna cut them. Or something like this. So that's more or less the bottom section. And we're gonna this other section right here. One last one for the bolt. Every configuration of the seats is different, so that's why we copy from the old piece. Okay, now we have the holes. Now we can load the cover. We're gonna have all our harness across with the vinyl. And guys, we do it in the floor because we have more leverage over here when it comes to loading the cover. And I talked to you all guys about the sequence and all the stuff. That's the reason, because there is a sequence in all this trimming. Keeps on going away from me. Okay. Now this is our wire harness. We put it back in place. And this section, guys, we want to keep in place with the zip tie. This is just to prevent the wires for getting into the mechanism. Now let's trim this side, which is the interesting. So there's nothing to it, we just have to get the tabs in place. Now we have an issue here, and it has to do with the ability of the covers to get in the right place. It didn't went into the right place. So it has to sink, just like that. And now we can get this section in place. If you decide to remove the molding, it's okay. I decided not to, because it saved me a lot of time at work. That's our bolt. And this is the factory zip tie. We're gonna put it back in place. This is not my idea, guys. That's the way the factory does it. There. Now this is interesting. Sometimes you can get away without removing the seat belt, sometimes you don't. So let me explore this. Looks like we are gonna be okay. You just be sure that it's smooth, that fold right there. Then you get it underneath. Normally, guys, there is a clip down there. But I've been telling you, there is things that are unnecessary when you do the installations. That's one of them. So the way to go around is just to tuck it under the bolt. So it's gonna be here, and the bolt does the holding. And that you save the whole dismantle of the side molding. There you have it. We're also steaming right here. But other than that, guys, that's the completion of the front seat. We just wanna do the reverse trimming for the rear section, which is very simple, reloading the armrest, and that will be the completion of this installation. Okay guys, this is gonna be an interesting technique because all the headrests in this Tundra, they're sealed. It means the cover doesn't come off. Basically they build the covers and they're injected with the foam, so there's no way to remove it. So this makes this headrest solid. So because we cannot remove the covers, in compared to previous videos that I show how easily it is to mount this is not the case for these ones. It doesn't mean that it's really complicated, it's just we need to address it in a different way. So we put our back into the headrest. We're gonna use our rubber band right here. We have our covers over there, and we have a vacuum. This is the show back, and all we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna put the rubber band around the neck. We're gonna stick the neck in one of the rods, and then we want to get our back around the neck. What we're looking, guys, is to seal the vacuum. So this is gonna be good to hold right there, but I have this little gap right here. So how do I do that? How do I seal it? Just get a piece of tape, and we're gonna seal the other section just like that. Now guys, I know this is my front. Oops, I lost my rubber band. Let's put it back in. So the vacuum is already all the way into the rod. I got my cover ready, and all I'm gonna do is turn on my vacuum so it starts to suck the air. And if you can see by itself, it starts to going smaller and smaller and smaller, right? And you see how small it got already? When I get our cover, and you turn off the vacuum, you can say the rubber band, release the vacuum, the hose, and it will go back in shape. And all we do right here is trim the excess. I have seen videos when they attempt to do this and they use all kind of gigs that you have to buy. You don't have to buy anything like that, guys. All you have to do is get a shop vac or any other good suction vacuum so you can squeeze these things down. Even if you buy that gig that they sell in some places, you're only gonna use it once. So you don't have to buy anything. Just get your vacuum. It's still, if you buy it, you need a vacuum like that. So, and as you can see, already returned to its original shape. All we have to do is trim right here our U-clip. Let's do the other side, the other little corners. These ones. So I'm more than happy, guys, to demystify the installation process. It's not that difficult. You can see that it was not that complicated, even when the headrest seems to be huge. This is the way that you're gonna be trimming them. Just be sure you got your seam allowances aligned so everything looks even. Because we have piping, so this headrest tends to look beautiful. And this is the special edition of the Tundra, but the headrest is basically the same for all of them. And there you have it, guys. I'm gonna do the same with the other headrest. I think you wanna see it again, right? So okay, let's put this aside and let's do it again. Or you can rewatch the video. Which one you want? Well, unfortunately you cannot comment right here while I'm making the video, right? So let's do it again so you can see. You already know this is your front. So you're gonna stick your vacuum all the way into the first or one of the rods. And you grab your vac, your nylon, so you can seal one of the ends, and this other section we just put a piece of tape. There you have it, guys. Now you just turn on the vacuum and it starts to go. There you have it again. So let's cut the excess of the nylon. lot of people tack it in. I just don't like to leave any residues inside. And it's gonna be recovering soon. Let's trim this section. The same process is gonna go for the other three in the rear, no difference. And when you have a headrest that is oversized compared to the opening of the cover, or any other headrest that you feel that you have a big challenge, all you have to do is use this technique. It's very useful. I haven't seen anybody do it this way, well, at least publish it, make a video about it. So there you have it, guys. Demystifying the installation process is not that difficult. You can do it, and you can have fun doing it. Okay, I'll continue the trimming of the rear section in the next chapter. If you have questions, please put it in the comments.